What is up, guys? It's Nick. Look, we're gonna be reacting to the $40 million lifestyle of Travis Scott. Shout out to Volt. I'm so bad, bro.
Is considered one of the most talented hip-hop artists and record producers of our time. His music career has made him one of the 15 highest paid rappers in the world between 2017 and 2018. And this year, well, his net worth is sitting at a pretty $40 million. The 28-year-old rapper, whose real name is Jacques Berman Webster II, was born in Houston, Texas, and in the space of 12 years, he's gone from releasing an untitled EP on MySpace to being one of the most well-respected musicians in the industry, with a distinct style that's hard to hate.
Love Travis Scott's production, bro. Really do. I love his production, and I love him as a musician. He's just an amazing. He's an amazing artist, bro. He's an amazing artist. Just like Kanye. I love Travis Scott. I love Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Kid Cudi, love them. You know what I'm saying? Childish Gambino. Tyler the Creator. Yeah. All very good people that not only make their own music, and they produce it as well. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm inspired. Like he's a very inspirational person. I love his concerts. I remember when I went to the Astral tour. It was very lit. Very, very lit. Very lit. He honestly does. He deserves a Grammy for his concerts alone, bro. He literally has one of the best concert experience that I've ever experienced. And I've been to a lot of concerts. His concert by far is the best. My only thing that I would say is that I wish I got merch. I really wish I had got some Travis Scott merch. I really was upset. When I got there, bro, everybody, and I'm talking about everybody, bought up his merch, bro. It was impossible for me to get any, bro. And they do it, and I hate when they do this shit because they do this shit on purpose. They'll stock up for a small amount of people and act like they're out of sizes, and then when the concert's over, they suddenly have all the sizes again. What? Bro, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Y'all know what y'all doing. They did the same thing for the Kanye. They do this for every big major concert, bro. They do this for every big major concert. They always do that. That shit pisses me off. But it's good business though. But I love Travis Scott. Been rocking with Travis Scott since the Owl Pharaoh days. Love his shit. My favorite album from him, to me, still. I mean, I love Astro, don't get it twisted, and I love Birds in the Trap Sing Brian McKnight. But I really love Rodeo because my favorite song off of Rodeo is Impossible. I love Impossible. I love that song. I love the sample that he uses at the end. I think it's a Beyonce sample. I love that song. That's my favorite Travis Scott song, on all opinion. It's not even like the normal Travis Scott song that you would expect, but it's one of my favorite Travis Scott songs. Because Travis Scott can get in his little, everybody got that kind of lane, bro. I love that shit. Just like him, Nav, like I said, all the people I named before, bro, I love those type of artists too, bro. I like all type of genre. Don't get twisted. I love all types of genres. I really like to me, I got into rap very late. I know, look at me, I got into rap very late, and the rap that I did listen to, it was not like the rap going on. Now, granted, I'll tell you this, bro, I'll save it for another video because I'm gonna do another reaction. We'll save it for another video.
Gone are the days of couch surfing for Travis Scott. Instead, you can now catch him in a $13.45 million house in Beverly Hills, or maybe driving around town in a Ferrari or one of his two heavily customized Lamborghinis. The hip-hop star has
Yes, VJ.
definitely developed a taste for rare and expensive cars, like the $1.6 million Maybach Outfitter Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon that he bought in 2019. And if there's one way that Travis Scott expresses his unique and artistic
I love
style,
the Astral aesthetic,
it's gotta
though.
be
I
in
really
his
do. I love
crazy
everything
jewelry
about it,
collection. If you think you've seen over-the-top diamonds, grills, and chains, you might want to take a look at the piece that Travis got himself to celebrate the success of his Astro World Tour.
That Fortnite
it's big,
event,
it's heavy, it
that
features
Fortnite
a
event
Ferris
was
wheel
fucking
that actually
crazy, bro.
spins,
I don't even
and it's
play
valued at
Fortnite,
close
but
to $500 million.
I really like
Curious
what they were
on
doing
what else
with that.
Travis
Though.
Scott spends his money on? Well, then we got you covered. Here is an exclusive inside look at the $40 million lifestyle of Travis Scott. Growing up, Travis Scott lived in South Park, Houston with his grandmother.
I'm also a big proprietor of all his videos.
And
I really love
Missouri City to stay with
video.
his
Like I have a
school,
bunch
he
of good
attended the
ideas up
University
here,
of
bro,
Texas,
for
but
videos for
later
my
dropped
music.
out to focus on his
Like
music career.
that I obviously
His
won't be able
parents
to
didn't
afford because
take
they're
this
like
news
probably
very
going to
well,
be impossible
and
to do
various
it.
online sources
Any labels out there,
consistently say
hey,
that Travis was
hit me up,
cut
bro.
off by
I
them
got
after
ideas,
they
bro.
found out.
But I
When he
love
left
I love
university
his
to
aesthetics
pursue
of his
music
videos.
full time, he moved to New York and then to Los Angeles, sleeping on a friend's couch throughout his time in the city. Eventually, he launched a band with his friend Chris Calloway called The Graduates. Their first project, an untitled EP, was released on MySpace in 2008. A year later, Travis formed another group, this time with OG Chess, called The Classmates, and worked on the production aspects of two of the group's projects between 2009 and 2010. The Classmates stayed together until 2012 when they disbanded because of personal and financial reasons. In 2012, Travis Scott signed his first major label record deal with Epic Records, and then signed with Kanye West's Good Music as part of the division called Very Good Beats. His career started to gain traction in 2013 when he released his first mixtape, Owl Pharaoh, which had been created by Kanye West and Mike Dean and featured guest appearances
like you see,
from
Travis
T.I.,
Scott is
2
way
Chainz,
different from a lot of these
A$AP
other
Ferg,
artists.
Paul
Even
Wall,
though he do
and
have
Meek
similar
Mill.
shit
At this point,
to
the hip-hop
some of these
world
artists
had
as well.
no choice but to take
You
notice.
could tell the
Things
distinct
started
differences,
to take
bro.
on a sort of snowball effect for Travis as he went on to release
He's very
a second
unique,
mixtape,
bro.
Days Before Rodeo, which was a prequel to his 2015 debut studio album, Rodeo.
He puts on for the weird
Rodeo
kids,
was
bro.
led by the hit single Antidote.
You could definitely see the
over 300 million views on YouTube
Scott
at the time of this
Muscati
recording. His second album,
influences, or,
Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight, was released in 2016 and became his first album to hit #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. Fast forward to 2018, and Travis
love Beeps
drops
in the Trap, too.
Astroworld, which garners critical acclaim and gives rise to his very first Billboard Hot 100 #1 single.
But like I said, I'm gonna say that hold on, let me make sure I'm still recording. But like I said, like this, I love Astroworld. Do I think it's his best album? Sonically and production wise, yes, I would say it has a lot of memorable songs on there. My favorite song off of that is Skeletons. I know that's not a lot of people's favorite song. It would be probably like Sicko Mode or I like Skeletons, Carousel, No Bystanders. Like I love those are my three like favorite. My favorite is Skeletons, and that he said that so like Skeletons is probably one it is his favorite song off of the album too. I like it. I love Skeletons. Astroworld overall as a collective, like the aesthetic of it, like everything. I feel like to me as a complete album is I wouldn't disagree with anybody to say that says that this is his best album. I wouldn't disagree. My personal favorite album though is for sure Rodeo. Simply because of Impossible. I love that song. And I love Birds in the Trap Sing Brian McKnight. I love that album as well. I would say that's probably my most played Travis Scott album, in my opinion. I played that the most. Like, I think that album came out, 2016? Right? It came out in 2016? Yeah, I just recently graduated high school, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? It was impossible for me not to, like, sit up there and bump Travis Scott. I love Travis. I'm like I said, I love Travis Scott. I could tell you, I like that album can bring me back to a specific time because I was literally listening to just Jaden Smith and Travis Scott and Childish Gambino and Kid Cudi. Those were really the very few artists that I remember. Oh, yeah, and Tyler as well. That I remember that I listened to a lot during that time, bro. Bro. Look, I like all the weirder artists, bro. I like all the artists that are out of the box and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love those types of artists. You know what I'm saying? I like artists that are willing to take chances and make different type of music. That's why I loved X so much. I love X and I love Juice WRLD so much, bro. They were doing different things, bro. They're doing different things. And they started a whole wave. Like, now you can see all these artists. I mean, like, don't get it twisted. I still like some of the other like artists. Like, I like heavily listen to Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying? And all the people that kind of sound like Gucci Mane or in that same realm, you know what I'm saying, like that. I would say I'm more into the weirder like rap shit, I guess you would say, or not necessarily weirder, but like more of the more artists like Tyler the Creator or Childish Gambino or like Travis Scott, you know, like that type of lane type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That are willing to take chances on doing different things, like Kid Cudi. Like, y'all gotta, like, bro, Kid Cudi, y'all gotta give Kid Cudi his respects, bro. I feel like people that don't get their respects is Kid Cudi for sure. Lil B, as much as y'all want to, as I don't know, I know a lot of people, because Chief Keef, it happens to Chief Keef too, because Chief Keef don't get his respect as well. But Lil B, two people that I feel like a lot of people don't give respect to is Lil B and Young Lean. Lil B and Young Lean single-handedly birthed a whole generation of these rappers, some of these rappers as well. I mean, Kid Cudi inspired a lot of these rappers too, but I would say Lil B and Young Lean have inspired a lot, and I mean a lot of people. You may disagree with me, I don't care, bro. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for Lil B and for sure Lil B and Young Lean, especially Young Lean, I feel like Young Lean, he inspired a lot of people, like the even weirder music, like even the weirder, like the meme music, even, I would say, or music that you would just not expect people to make. I feel like Young Lean definitely deserves that. Because even some of your favorite rappers have took shit from Young Lean, and Young Lean has said nothing about it. But I fuck with Young Lean heavy, bro. Young Lean now making music that, like, he makes good music, bro. Like, I like his music even now that he made. The album that he just recently released, I need to go listen to it. But all the other shit that he released, like, prior, like, Young Lean to me is like, when people first listen to Young Lean, they're probably like, what the fuck what are we listening to? But if you really go back and listen to his music now, and you listen to the music nowadays, you can tell the influence that Young Lean has brought onto people without even them knowing that it got inspired by Young Lean. And the same thing with Lil B. Y'all call Lil B music trash. Mind y'all, Lil B, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I feel like a lot of people should know this, if they know this, Lil B can rap. Like, honestly, Lil B can rap. Lil B can rap. He can actually rap. He just chooses not to rap, like a lot of these other artists. But y'all really crucified this man for being trash. Cause yeah, you can say his music was trash. His music was hype as fuck. I could just remember listening to his music. You can say his music was trash. But if you once, just like Young Lean, go back and listen to Lil B's music, and go back to listen to all these rappers now. Please tell me the difference. Please tell me the difference. There's not one. There's a lot of these rappers here today that are taking those two styles in particular and running with it, and now it's the norm. Back in the day, that kind of music did not fly. A lot of people hated that music. I love that music because that's the music that niggas didn't expect you to really appreciate, because it's not really, like, they didn't really consider that music. That's what happens when artists take a chance. When they take a chance with their music, whether if it's negative or positive, in the long run, people are gonna go back and be like, damn, this is what our music sound like now. They were doing that back in the day. People 10 years, 20 years down the lane, probably even shorter than that, probably 5 years. He's gonna look back at Travis Scott, look back at his earlier works, look back at Astro and be like, damn, this kind of sound like our music now. 10 to 15 minutes late, 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 20 years later, we're gonna, not even 10, like probably 5 to 10 minutes later. It's kind of already starting now. Like, I feel like it started with Kid Cudi when it started going to the alternative route. Like, you started to implement less, like, sounding, how do I say this? Like, you're implementing new genre, like bending genres together. I mean, I'll probably even go far as back in saying probably Kanye, but we're gonna do a whole Kanye video because I love Kanye too. But it probably started back with Kanye meshing genres that are similar, and now we're here in a day and age where we have genres like when we get to like X and like Juice, where they have two and I'll give Post Malone his respects because he kind of started implementing that way earlier on. But like when we have people like X and Juice, and Ski Mask, all these other artists that kind of started implementing more of a rock, emo, punk, whatever you want to call it. Even Lil Peep, like emo, punk, rock, grunge, whatever, and incorporated into their music. To now we get all these type of artists now. Like, what's that dude's name? The Holiday. I love his music. He got good music. You have The Holiday, I think is how you pronounce it. Kid Laroi, like all these niggas now, that are starting, and even people implementing guitars in songs and making it main thing, because people would think guitars were more for like rock and shit. Like, no, it's not. Mind you, niggas was listening to that back in the day, like way before like people started getting to like calling it cool now to go back and like listening to like Nirvana and like fucking all that shit. Niggas that knew me know that, bro. We were listening to that type of music a long time ago. Fucking Metallica, Slayer. I mean, I know they're not the same because it's like difference between grunge and fucking metal like shit. But bro, we were listening to like Iron Maiden, Slayer, Mastodon, Metallica. You know what I'm saying? Like all those type of bands, bro. We were like back in the day, like kids that look like me, like you know what I'm saying? Like kids that look like me, bro. Like it was like at a time where it was weird, bro, that kids like that looked like us couldn't really listen to music like that. To now, like it's evolved to where we have all type of genres blending and meshing together, and it's beautiful, and I love that. But it had to be a lot of people that was looked upon. Like I was looked upon as a weird kid because I wasn't listening to music that I was supposed to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I had a kid come up to me, and I will never forget this, bro. I had a kid come up to me, and I think I was listening to like because I used to have this like this iPod or whatever. I only had like 3 songs on there. I had the Gorillaz on there. It was like Good Ink. That was the song. The Gorillaz. What was it? I forgot the other song. It was some other song, and it was like some alternative song. And then I had fuck, what is it called? I don't remember, but it was some song. It was a song. Like it was songs like I guess you would say white people will listen to. And I had this kid came up to me. This white kid came up to me like, "Hey, what are you listening to?" And I was like, "I'm just listening to this song." He listened to it. He's like, "You're not supposed to listen to that song. That's not the type of music you're supposed to listen to. Like, aren't you supposed to be listening to rap or something?" Bro, I was, mind you, at the time I was probably like think like 10 or 11. No, I was like 10 or 11, like 10, 11, 12, around that age. Bro, I was like, no, it's just music that I like to listen to. Because I wasn't really listening to hip hop like that. I wasn't listening to rap. I wasn't listening to rap and shit like that as a kid, bro. I wasn't. Like, I was listening to, like, that type of shit. Not no Disney shit. I wasn't listening to Disney shit. I was listening to, like, to shit like that. Like, the Gorillas and fucking, like, starting to listen to earlier, like, fucking, starting to grunge music and shit. I was really big into, like, I wouldn't, not Paramore, but I was like in that like type of realm, like all that, like the 2000s grunge music and all that shit. I was into that shit. This kid come up to me talking about, you're not supposed to listen to that. Aren't you supposed to be listening to rap? I'm like, what the what? I'm like, okay. Okay. That will forever stay in my mind. Like, bro, that shit still shocks to me to this day, bro. I was like, I can't believe this kid really said that to me. Like, I'm not supposed to listen. I can't listen to other music. Like, that shit's crazy to me. And now we got everybody. You know what I'm saying? The weird kids now prevail, I guess you would say.
Sicko mode. Now, there's a lot of work that Travis has done in between all of this.
I got into rap very late, though. I'll tell y'all that.
He has an insanely rich musical history.
Not that I never listened to rap.
And
you know, because obviously I was surrounded by rap, but I never really cared to care for it.
Video into a long list of all the projects.
And when we get to the Kanye one, I'll get
to more. He worked with artists like
it.
Big Sean, Drake, Quavo, Young Thug, Rihanna, SZA, Wiz Khalifa, and see, I'm already running the risk of turning this into a list. Sicko Mode earned a Billboard Music Award for Top Streaming Song, while Astroworld received a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album in 2019. I think it's pretty clear by now that Travis Scott has built up quite the reputation for himself. And with that reputation comes a couple of $1 million. According to Forbes, the circus-themed Astroworld tour grossed more than $65 million.
I was into a lot of shit as a kid, bro.
So, what do the rest of the numbers look like? Well, to start off with, booking Travis Scott for a show can cost anywhere between $100,000 and $200,000.
I feel like he should get paid more.
Determined by various factors like circumstance, market conditions, length of performance, and the location of the event. In addition to his shows, Travis Scott makes about $165,000 from over 40 million monthly streams on
I feel like
Spotify.
Travis should definitely get paid more
Apple
for
Music. He's probably making roughly
shows.
half of what he does on Spotify, since there are fewer listeners on that platform.
Honestly,
that's an estimated $82,500.
I feel like he
per
should be
month.
getting paid the same
Then,
amount as Drake.
On YouTube,
honestly,
Travis gets on average 200 million views a month and earns a little over $600,000 for it.
That's just my opinion.
If he performs twice a month and maintains those streaming numbers, Travis Scott earns about $1,147,500.
But I know for sure Travis for sure is getting a bank off of his tours, bro.
$264,807 a week, or $37,726.
Especially when Astroworld, I guess the Astroworld Day or whatever it's called.
That's not enough on its own. Much of Travis Scott's earnings come from his record sales, tours, and that super dope Nike endorsement deal. So, what do you do when you're young, talented, and have a net worth of $40 million to create a comfortable lifestyle for yourself? Well, when Travis Scott is not on tour, he's probably spending a considerable amount of time.
I'm not going to even pause it anymore.
He bought in 2018 with then-girlfriend Kylie Jenner. According to a number of online sources, the two of them went 50-50 on the $13.4 million estate,
if they don't stop showing this shit,
which means that Travis spent a cool $6.7 million.
I hate seeing that, bro. I love the song, but I hate seeing that, bro.
Claim
that
that it's a 6-bedroom,
look like blood cells
house,
coming
while
through.
Others say that it's 7 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. Either way, it's reported that the master bedroom alone takes up 2,300 square feet of the 9,000 square foot house, which sits at a cul-de-sac. The house features large open living areas and dining rooms, as well as a gym, office, home theater, library, and wine cellar. Outside, there's a long lap pool and plenty of space to hang out. Just one look at Travis Scott's music videos or Instagram page will give you enough proof that he's also got a little love for exotic cars and a knack for customization. Okay. First up on the lineup is his Lamborghini Huracan, valued at an estimated $230,000 and modified by West Coast Customs. This sleek supercar features chocolate interior and exterior with...
What the... Bro, y'all see this, right? For some odd reason, my computer keeps on cutting out. Let's continue. This is his car. I'm gonna say this off rip. Travis Scott, I don't know how you did it, but Travis Scott is the only dude I know that made Brown cool. That makes Brown look cool. Not brown skin, but the brown as the color.
By West Coast Customs.
Black Lives Matter.
This sleek supercar features chocolate interior and exterior with striking white rims. Next up, the Lamborghini Aventador SV, valued at about $530,000. Travis Scott went and customized this one with a purple camo exterior, making this one more than just your average Lambo. Its 6.5-liter V12 engine and 750 horsepower are the kind of specs that only a real car collector can take pride in. Then there's the $1.6 million Maybach outfitted Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon that Travis bought in 2019. Only 99 of the ultra
that shit looks beautiful though. I am not gonna lie to you.
Made. Travis acquired
I'll never get a G-Wagon, but
through
that looks
Bugatti,
beautiful, bro.
An exotic car dealer with a popular presence online. As the king of customization, Travis decided to go for a retro look, wrapping the car in a deep brown color. But he's not just a fan of spoiling himself with cars. In 2018, he splurged on a Ferrari LaFerrari as a push present for his then-girlfriend, Kylie Jenner. The rare car is valued at $1.4 million, and when I say rare, I mean that only 500 units of the car exist. And as a limited edition vehicle, it sold out almost immediately. That same year, he surprised his parents with a Porsche and a Range Rover for Christmas. In an Instagram video, Travis is
Kylie, I love you, but if I was Travis Scott, you would have had me fucked up if you think I'm about to buy you a LaFerrari. That goes for my future wife or whoever. I'm not about to buy you no damn... Bro, you got me fucked up, bro.
Presenting his dad with a set of keys for his brand new Porsche, while his mom is already sitting comfortably in her new Range Rover. If you think that he's extravagant when it comes to cars, you probably haven't heard a lot about his taste in jewelry. To celebrate the success of his Astro World Tour, Travis gifted himself a chain worth $450,000. Created by celebrity jeweler Elliot Eliante, the piece
that is a beautiful chain.
150 carats.
I'm not really
into
chains, but
and over 1,000 grams of
that
gold.
is a beautiful chain.
It's reminiscent of his Astro World set, including a Ferris wheel,
I would never get
cactus,
a chain in my life, though.
unicorn, rocket ship, and skull, all surrounding the word Astro World. It's actually really difficult to find any pictures of Travis actually wearing this chain, which makes me think that it's extremely heavy and just not suitable for day-to-day wear.
I bet you every rapper has a very strong-ass neck, though. I guarantee you that.
Travis Scott had bought
they all probably got very strong-ass necks.
It's a $500,000 chain that he got for Kylie, designed to look like the logo of her business, Kylie Cosmetics. The piece is encrusted with pink and white diamonds. She can afford that herself. From pendant to chain. Travis is also well known for sporting his signature grills, with one pair costing around $25,000. This particular pair was made by Johnny Dang and featured 10-karat blue, white, pink, and brown diamonds and an 18-karat gold. While all these pieces of jewelry are probably just the tip of the iceberg, they do prove that Travis Scott has spent almost $1 million on only 3 accessories, one of which isn't even his own. If that doesn't scream millionaire lifestyle, I'm not sure what will. Over the past couple of years, Travis Scott has become well known for his music, but also for the way he enjoys the fruits of his labor through his personal style, the cars that he drives, and more importantly to him, by spoiling the people he loves most. He's mastered the ability to earn through his art and influence, raking in millions from tours, streaming, and endorsement deals. One thing's for sure, Travis Scott has only just begun.
That Fortnite event's crazy. Still
the entire $40 million lifestyle of Travis Scott in one single YouTube video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. If you want to see more lifestyle videos just like this one, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, and feel free to click the notification bell as well to be notified.
Wait, they got... That's gonna have to be a video for another day. I love Lil Baby, bro. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for some more. Make sure you click that notification bell to be notified when I'm doing a video, bro. Click the notification bell if you want to see me do the video. You know what I'm saying? Travis Scott, that's my nigga. I hope you enjoyed. Love y'all. Peace.